This is DBJ News Live.
Good afternoon, this is Jordan Newella from DBJ News, recording live in Flint, Michigan. We are here to interview a resident of Flint, Michigan concerning the current lead contamination in the water. And we will now take you live to a resident. Stop. Good afternoon, sir.
Hello?
What is your name?
I'm Jason Peters.
Are you a resident of Flint, Michigan?
Yes, I am.
We're here from DBJ News in DC to interview you about the current water crisis.
Okay.
Would you be okay with that?
Sure.
Okay. So we have a few questions. Do you have a family?
Yeah, I have a family.
How many kids?
Well, 3 right now, 1 on the way.
You have a wife?
Yeah.
Okay. So the first question is, how do you feel about the lead contamination on you and your family?
Well, the lead contamination affected my family. My wife, she had a miscarriage because she had some of the water and it had led to birth defects in our child. And also, one of my children, he's had lower test scores, like his IQ level was really low after drinking the water a few months later after this epidemic was brought to public.
I'm sorry to hear that. So I have done research and I've heard that this lead causes people's hair to fall out from the water in the shower. Has that happened to your family?
Well, I haven't seen it in my family, but some of my friends, we've all been talking about it with each other, and it's like really been affecting all of our lives.
Has your family, experienced any sicknesses, any diseases, any disabilities?
Yeah, my wife had trouble. She was a bit tired. She couldn't walk around much. It was very difficult for her to maneuver around areas. And
if there's one thing you can say to the government concerning this, what would you say?
One thing I would say to the government is that to get your act together, because too many children are being sick, and I'm tired of this. Now I'm gone. Thank you.
And that is all we have. Thank you for watching us. Good afternoon. We are back at the DBJ News headquarters. Now, as you have seen from our last interview, you know that this water crisis is really affecting residents of Flint, Michigan. Now, we'll just give you some background information on the current pressing story. Flint water crisis. The lead contamination is affecting children the most. Because of their smaller age, they are the most vulnerable to the toxic chemicals of the water. It has lowered many people's IQ scores, caused many disabilities, many physical and mental disabilities, and it is causing many of the school district county grades to go down. Now, as for appearance, it is causing people's hair to fall out. An angry resident mother complained to government that her children's hairs have been falling out, and on one occasion, her eyelashes fell out. And on another occasion, her son stopped growing for about a year. So, and as you have seen by the last interview, the people are pressing the government, especially Governor Rick Snyder, because as you know, this water crisis started when they decided to switch from the Detroit's water supply to the Flint River. So, as I've seen, they are pressing the government to stop all this problems, all this trouble, and just switch back to Detroit, because we know that will be best for the people of Flint, Michigan. Thank you. See you next time.
We're now here at the Flint Water River source, and we're going to collect a sample. So as you can see, the water is dirty, munky, disgusting, and we're going to take it back to our headquarters. So, as you can see, lead in the water. So, let's just see how it turns out. where we have a collection from the Flint River water source and a collection from the Ohio River water source. And as you can see, the Flint River water source is dirty, brown, lots of dirt in the bottom. And this is mainly because of the iron and lead seeping into the water from the pipes. This dirty water is affecting our food chains, our animals, our children, and our citizens of Flint. The government really needs to.
Now, with more details surrounding the Flint, Michigan water crisis, we have with us David Charles of Camden University. David, how you doing? Oh, I'm good. I'm good. Oh, that's good. So can you tell us how bad the Flint water really was to the people of Flint, Michigan? Well, Brandon, the water is very unsafe for people to consume. The water is, I believe, has a 7.4 pH level, which is very high. There is also a high level of chlorine in the water, which is very unsafe. It's just not good for any of the people. Now, apart from the whole population, how has the water really affected the children of Flint, Michigan? Well, ever since this epidemic has begun, children have been the most vulnerable. Children are unable to receive the recommended amount of water they need each day. Now, a report has come in last week that over 200 children have had high blood levels, and also 9,000 children have been exposed to the water, which is equivalent to most of the population. David? David? Well, we have seemed to have lost David, but he has faxed us some information about what the children can suffer when having the disease. So that concludes everything. So, good night, everybody.